Ira Epstein of Flynn and Associates with your morning flash update for this Friday, the 26th of November, the day after Thanksgiving, 2021, about 8:25 a.m. Central Time. Well, you're not seeing these wrong numbers. This is where the market is. And what's taken place is a variant that's been known in South Africa has spread enough to get the World Health Organization attention, Europe's attention, Israel, the United States. We have seen now a number of Eurozone countries ban all incoming flights and travel to South America. The UK's doing it to surrounding countries. Israel has this variant. It just confirmed the case. Hong Kong has the variant. And this thing travels fast. So what did it do? Well, it changed the outlook on interest rates right away. Why? It's an unknown again. One of the things that we have to understand about COVID, it's not going away. People that don't get vaccinated, they put themselves at risk. You're going to see more and more employers say you're either vaccinated or you're not coming in here. Restaurants, movie theaters. I expect it to spread. And the reason is it's not going to go away. It mutates too easily. So at some point, we have to find out, did the vaccine that we've taken, many of us, does it work? What's the efficacy rate? How well does it work? It's just another variant. Do we need another type of booster shot down the road for it? Think of the flu. What do we hear about that year in and year out? But here's the difference. The market was thinking, and I'm talking the marketplace was thinking in finance, well, the Fed, the economic activity is good. We're getting back to normal. COVID's pretty much out of the news per se. We know that we were due for a flare-up, but now this other variant has thrown everything off. Suddenly the market, literally in a 24-hour period from last night, has taken out all the idea on the futures that anticipate rate hikes from June, pushed it all the way back to the end of the year. Now the market doesn't know which way to turn. The dollar getting hit because they're saying, well, if interest rates aren't going up, what will happen there? And the euro explodes. The gold market, a typical safe haven area, gets a bid. The Swiss franc gets a bid. The Japanese yen, the bond and note market. What isn't correlated with risk is obviously Bitcoin. And it's not been. It doesn't have a strong correlation. Market's coming down. The reason it's red is today's the last trading day in the November. Cold weather, we're 15 degrees in Chicago. The cold weather's here. I told you, you're not going to get notice. It's a weather game. You're up 22 cents in crude. You're not up in any of the energies. Why? Well, obviously, President Biden got lucky. That's number one, because gasoline prices got smashed today. We're down 2% plus in the energies, because if this COVID spreads, again, the demand for energy falls off if you can't operate factories and the like. You just got to think of it that way. You'll see when the stock market opens, jets. Take a look at that ETF. Probably gets hit pretty good today right off the bat. What do you do with travel and leisure? That's going to be another big issue. Obviously, if you're not flying from South Africa to the UK, what's the next step? We've seen this story before, and that's what the markets are dealing with. I already had one client write me and say, well, these markets are manipulated. How do you manipulate COVID? How do you manipulate? You knew going in on the Thanksgiving holiday, you're going to get a thinner type trade. Americans enjoy Thanksgiving. They go away. 54 million people on the road. They're traveling. They didn't come back last night. They're still gone. So you have thinner market conditions, and you should expect these type of things. I'm not defending the marketplace, but there is a logic you've got to use to some of your trading, and the pros don't go heavier. They lighten up on situations they have no control over going into a holiday. Then next week, as the markets, as they come back, they'll start looking at the data, trying to figure out what it is, what the doctors tell us about this new strain. You're getting hit across the board in the grain markets today. Pretty darn hard, in fact. Interesting day. And I would just expect that across the board. Things get hit. Uncertainty does not make people buy anything other than the safe havens. Now, if you're on my mailing list, you're going to get a special on Cyber Week today. Take a good hard look for it. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a great trading day. I'll see you this weekend with our weekend wrap-ups, and we'll use the weekly charts to really try to figure out what's going on. Trade well.